Hello, hello. It is Leah Simone. Welcome back to Intuitively Simone. Thank you to my loyal viewers and my newcomers. I am happy to have you here. I am going to do a pick a card reading, and I'm not sure what the topic is. I think that each of these is going to be a different category. I've been guided by my angels and guides lately to do more spirit messages. So it seems like your angels and your guides have some messages that they want to share that may not be like answering a specific question. I was gonna do like some love readings, but I just feel like we're not in that space right now. I think that a lot of the collective is really like focusing on their healing, their growth, aligning their self with their true. You guys are aligning yourself with your true self, your authentic self, and then manifesting from that space. And so those are the messages that I've been receiving lately. So I love that. So we're gonna go with that. And then I feel like as a collective, we're kind of shifting. Like there's been a bout of intense, deep, introspective healing. And now it's like we're in the phase of integrating the wisdom that we've learned and implementing that in our everyday choices, decisions, actions in our everyday life. So I feel like that's kind of the direction that we're going in, but I just have a sense that like each of these messages, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon, but it just feels... Anyways, let's get started. We have 3 piles. This is pile 1, and this will be... I have quite a few shells, you guys. So I'll be using these. I don't know if you can see these. Sorry if that's really loud for you. I'll be going through and using these for your piles. Because like with each of these shells, I just get different messages. So, okay, so this is pile 1. This lovely little shell right here. Okay, and then this is pile 2. When this one came out, it was like, I don't know, it was very like, it felt very like innocent. I don't know if innocent is the right word. It felt very just like, I felt like I needed to baby it. I was like, oh, little baby shell. Baby, like it felt like that. Like I was talking to a baby, or like I was talking to like interacting with like just kind of like an innocent energy. Anyways, okay. And then so that was pile 2. This is pile 3. Not really sure what this is, to be honest with you. It's like some kind of a rock. But this is your option. Okay. And then if you guys want to see the cards, you have a triquetra. It says, this energy of movement inspires creations and life within you. Encourage and delight the senses into life movement. So it's pile 1. And then you have pile 2. Be honest with yourself. There is somewhere in your life where you haven't been upfront. That's for someone. And then this is pile 3, flower of life. Connect to the energetic world of our soul where compassion and unconditional love reside. So those are your selections. I will go ahead and put a picture up for you if you need to take a moment to meditate and decide what pile or piles you are intuitively drawn to. And of course the timestamps will be below, and I will see you at your pile. I'm actually going to set this to the side. Okay, so pile 1. Let's just start with this card here. And this shell. I feel like I'm getting more from the card than the shell at the moment, but I'll go back to that for a second. I'm getting from this card, like magic, witchcraft, earth magic, fire magic. This energy of movement inspires creation and life within you. Encourage and delight the senses into life movement. This is giving me, I'm getting like magic, witchcraft, manifestation, visualization, but I'm getting specific like magic, like earth magic, working with like fire, herbs, sex magic just came through as well. This is giving me magic. This is like tapping into your creative, I heard divine, feminine, creative energy. No matter how you identify, you need both energies. But it's coming through very feminine. This is the tapping into the receptivity, connecting with the flow of life, allowing your body, your energy to just freely flow and move. And in that and following that, there's creation, there's magic that happens. You're setting your intention with the flow of the movement. This is reminiscent to my style of it. That's not important actually. I'm getting very like okay, hold on, sorry, Spirit is trying to tell me something. This is, so with the magic, I'm getting like nighttime magic though, moon magic, like by candlelight or the light of the moon, the light of the stars. I'm getting like such creative energy. Like you've recently reconnected or recently connected with this energy. It feels exciting. It's inspiring. Is that in here? Did that say that? Yeah, it feels inspiring. It's exciting. It's like I'm getting like a lot of like someone that's getting a lot of ideas. You may be receiving a lot of ideas, a lot of creative ideas, a lot of like intentions, a lot of manifestations that you want to, a lot of things that you want to manifest, ideas of things that you want to manifest. I'm getting like a lot of creative, inspired energy paired with magic, creation. For some of you guys, this is also referencing the creation of life itself in the womb space, so creating a child. Okay, so let me see what the cards say. This one, I don't want to force it. This one isn't really speaking to me so much yet. I'm getting I'm getting like a soft energy, young, and I don't young energy, like new energy, innocent energy, not adolescent. What's the word? It's or maybe adolescent, but it's young and it's amateur. It's amateur energy, and maybe this is with magic. Maybe this is with your connection with manifesting or magic or creation. This could be like a new endeavor, a new business project, a new creation of something, a new like passion project, a new baby itself. This is new, innocent, creative energy, and it's inspired, and it's go with the flow. It's light. It's stress free. It's not. There's no like timeline, is what I heard. There's no expectation. There's no pressure. It's good. This is good energy. All right, so let's see. I don't know. I feel like I'm not ready to pull. I don't even know what kind of cards to pull yet. I'm getting so much from just this in general. All right, well, let's see what the message is. So maybe that's where you are. We're going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot for this. All right, so talk to me, Spirit. What is this? What is this about? This color pink is standing out. Like the soft feminine energy is really standing out to me. Like it's and like this. All right, what is this? That. All right. High Priestess, Ten of Cups, Son of Pentacles, High Priestess. Yeah, this is Let me get some more, because I don't know. This Son of Pentacles doesn't feel like it belongs here. Let me put that to the side. That one feels a little bit angry, a little bit aggressive. This feels like an outsider, someone that's maybe watching you, that's watching you grow, that's watching you on this new path, it's like you were on a path, and maybe this person had an idea of how that was going to work out for you, and maybe they didn't even have your best, they might not have even had good intentions, or they might not have been speaking life over the direction that you were in, and they just were like so sure that you were going to end up in the dumps, and like you took a pivot, you followed your intuition and you took a pivot, and it's like where they saw you just going straight, you just unexpectedly took a pivot to go in this direction intuitively, to follow your 10 of Cups, your happily ever after. And this is that like new innocent energy that I'm talking about, like this creation, this inspired action, this connecting to your own I just keep getting like magic. So whether you recognize magic as real or not, it's the magic within you. It's your own divine power. It's the way that you show up. It's what you bring, the light, the energy. It's what you bring to the world, and how you're able to attract. So whether you are a person that's like, no, I'm practical, I make a plan and I follow it, cool, whatever. That's a way of manifesting as well, and that requires attraction. That requires feminine energy and masculine energy. There's a space where you have to be receptive and be able to attract and receive, and then there's a space where you have to be in your masculine energy, where you have to be active and go and do. So that's a way of magic or manifesting. You could be a person that does visual manifestation, where you visualize it either like in your mind's eye or on a vision board. Physically, you can actually do magic, like witchcraft. There's a lot of ways that this plays out. So however you would label it, that's not necessarily so it's not okay, Spirit's telling me to slow down. So it's like however you would label it is however it's fine. It's not like a good or a bad thing. It's just your path that you've chosen, and that's okay. But it's a path that fits you, and it's a path that was intuitively led, and it's a path that's carrying you forward in this creative, inspired energy, where you're connecting to these ideas that are coming in of what you want to do and what direction you want to go. And there's excitement. There's like it's innocent. So there's still like new, like I'm seeing, okay, like the bright eyes. I heard bright eye, bushy tail. It's like there's still this new like big eye kind of like, oh my gosh, what will this be? Innocent, like naive energy, not negative naive. It's a curious naive, it's like, this is a new venture. What will this hold for me? Like, this is what I see for myself. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to go after. I feel inspired to create this, to enjoy, okay, you have here encourage and delight the senses into life movement. It's like I keep getting magic, like earth magic. It's like connecting with the elements, and that is inspiring, like that interaction with your senses, engaging your senses, your physical being with the elements, the air, being outside, the earth, getting your hands in, either being barefoot on the ground or getting your hands in herbs or, dirt, depending on what time of year it is, whatever. Being like, okay, I saw someone in a bath and I saw someone at the beach. So being like water, it's like that, connecting, allowing yourself to really just be in your physical body and be in the moment and really absorb and take. This is the feminine receptive energy. It's like really be able to just receive I heard replenishment of the elements. And that nourishes you, and that helps to inspire this creative energy, and it's like one feeds the other. So you giving your creation is like honoring the divine. That's your way of giving back to the elements, to the earth, to the universe, to the divine, and then in return the divine nourishes you and nurtures you and offers you these creative ideas, and it's a cycle. It feeds each other, and that's the direction that's where you are. That's the pivot that you've made. I don't even know that I want to get energy. I don't even know that I want to get more cards about this other outside energy, because it just feels irrelevant at this point. It feels like it's not a concern is what I was going to say, but I heard it's a non-factor. It's like it's a non-factor. Yeah. What is this one? The Six of Swords? Yeah, I'm getting that. I don't know. I mean, I'm getting that there might have been a situation here, and it was turbulent, it was rocky, it was not comfortable, it was disruptive, it was just not good, and you have moved on. You're in a different, you're like, this is the Six of Swords. This is moving out of turbulent, rocky waters into a calmer, still, slower, calming water where you can take back, like, you think about when you're canoeing and you're in rocky waters, like you just kind of have to use your oar to keep you from I mean, I don't canoe, so I don't know, but I'm gathering it's like the water moves you, the rocks tell you where you're going, and you just use your oar to kind of like stabilize in the direction that it's going. You don't really have so much control. Like, you can't decide I'm gonna pivot left when you're canoeing down like a stream of rocky, turbulent water. It just moves you. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's, everything has its divine order. So that's not to say it's good or bad, but that's a state of kind of surrender and moving with it. That's one way of like femininity, but that's like a resistant feminine energy where the universe just kind of has to like push you and move you in order for you to learn whatever you need to learn so that you can elevate and grow. And I'm getting that that's what that situation was. And now you're into calmer waters where you can actually decide, like, I'm going to go over to this bank over here, to the bank of, well, we're talking about water, so hopefully you guys understand. I'm not talking about a physical monetary like bank where funds are kept, but like, I'm going to go to this bank over here, or you know what, I'm just going to keep going downstream a little bit more, or I'm just gonna let the water take me. Like, you have more control, you have more say, you have the ability to make more decision in this space that you're in, and you can decide what direction you want to go into. Something about direction is standing out to me. It's like, okay, so Spirit saying there is a card that says direction, and Spirit is guiding me to grab that. So direction, it says clarify what you are seeking so the path becomes clear. Yeah, okay, so that's the suggestion. So there, it's what I was saying before about balancing out and manifesting, like with your masculine energy and your feminine energy. And then remember I said, like, it doesn't matter if you're the person that's like more logical, that's like, I'm going to make this plan and I'm going to set these goals and I'm going to follow it and or if you're more on the opposite end where you're like, well, I'm going to manifest and attract, and when Spirit says move, I'm going to move. Either way is fine, but in both situations, there needs to be a clear direction of, like, there needs to be a clear statement of what it is that you're going after. Because otherwise, if you're too in flow, it's not good to be in one energy or the other. There needs to be balance. So if you're too in flow, you can end up flowing back into a turbulent situation and like this, where you're just kind of like forced to pick a direction, and you don't want. I mean, if that's a lesson you have to learn, that's what you have to learn. I can't, if that's what you want, I mean, by all means. But Spirit is saying, like, to avoid that, if you don't want that, yes, be in this energy, be flowing, but balance that with your masculine energy of clarifying what you're seeking. Like, set it down. If you are a person that writes, you know what I mean, that makes notes or journals or sets intentions or whatever, you can write it down or have whatever way works best for you, but at least have an idea of what it is that you're, like, the end goal. It's not the end goal. It's not the end goal, but it's like, have an idea of a general idea of where you want to be, and don't be so rigid in that. So allow the universe to move, but the path to get to that will become clear. And then as you travel along that path and you get closer to the end goal, you'll have the specifics, the detail. It's like, it's a loose idea of the end goal. And as you, okay, so what Spirit is saying to me is, like, have you ever been in a space where there's a lot of distance and you're looking at something in a distance and it looks like one thing, and then as you get closer, you can see more clearly what it is? It's like that. So when you set your end goal, don't be so rigid in saying it has to be this, or don't beat yourself up if you're like, I don't know the details specifically of how I want it. It's okay. Just clarify what you're looking for, and then that path will become clear. And then as you travel along that path and you get closer to that end goal, it will be clear what you do want, what you don't want, what, like, the actual end goal, what you are looking for, what you're seeking, the details of that and how that will work out will become clear what aligns with your own energy, your own soul, and what is not for you. What's like, oh, maybe I thought I wanted that, but actually now because I had this little experience with this thing, I'm realizing like that's along the lines of what I thought I wanted, but it's not. I don't really like the way that my energy interacted with that. So I'm going to tweak that a little bit. It's like that. And that's the journey. That's the process. That is literally life. You know what I mean? Like that is literally life. So let's get, that's a pretty clear message, and that's wonderful. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. This feels really good. This feels like a new beginning. And if it doesn't feel, it's not a, it feels inspired and creative. And yeah, there might be some nerves, but it doesn't feel, you are very close to achieving your goal. It doesn't feel like fear-led or fear-based. It feels inspired. I keep getting inspired action. It doesn't feel like out of obligation. You know how you have those tasks where you're like, oh, I gotta do this. Like I have to do X, Y, Z because I just do. It doesn't feel like that. It's like, yeah, I have to do this, but I want to do this because I know that doing this is going to lead me towards the goal, what I want, what is in alignment with my own truth, my own self, my own soul, my own heart's desires. And it's like, I don't know, somebody else might look at it and be like, oh my God, you got to do that. And you're like, yes, I'm so excited. Like this is going to get me, in whatever direction. And maybe people might look at you like, what? But you know what I mean? And that's okay. Let them. For you, you're like, I'm aligning with myself, with my soul. All right. So, okay. I was going to say no more wants to come out. It's time to take action. Exactly. That's what I was just explaining, is like, it's this feeling of like, I'm going to do it. I'm putting these things in motion. I have the vision. I saw the direction. Like, let me clarify specifically what it is that I want. And then let me start making moves in that direction. Let me go ahead and however you manifest that, whether you're like of logical, practical, like, okay, let me plan out realistically in a practical world. It takes this amount of time to accomplish this type of thing. And this is, whether you're that type of person or you're like, okay, I see the vision and let me work my magic and then wait for spirit to tell me when to move. And I'm going to move the way that I need. If you're that type of person, that's cool. But either way, you're in the process of taking action and moving. I heard momentum. There's momentum building to propel you in a direction. I don't know why I started to reach for another shell, but no, that sounds like that'll be another separate message. All right, so let's see what you can do to help you in this cycle, in this new phase that you're in, and get you to where you're going. Okay, let's start. Let's start with that, but I feel like there might be a couple more that I need to get out. Okay, spend time in your safe, sacred space. Yes, so if you like have an altar space and I'm getting a lot of like outdoorsy type energy, like a backyard, if you have a backyard or a porch or like a sunroom or something, even if it's a room in a house with a lot of windows that you have a view or something. But it doesn't have to be that. That's what I'm getting. That might be your sacred space, but just whatever your sacred space is, even if that's in your bed or, like a yoga area or the gym or your office, or you maybe have a creation room or something. I don't know. Go on an adventure. Say what you think. Trust your intuition. Make a decision. There's definitely a lot coming through about like knowing what you want and then being clear about that and then taking action in that. Use your words. So I'm getting that there might be something that you need to say something. I don't know if you need to communicate something to someone about this process, or, I don't know if it has to do with this Son of Pentacles. Let me just ask. What is this? Is there something that needs to be, can you tell me about the Son of Pentacles? Yeah, Six of Cups in reverse, Seven of Swords, Temperance, the Moon. This is, I don't don't know. I heard, okay, this is like someone from your past that either can't let go of you or you can't let go of. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Either this is going to be different. Take this how this applies. It's going to be different for you guys, but I'm getting two groups. It's like there's a group where this person knows and sees that you've moved in this direction and they're not like really happy about it. Or when they do know, even I think like you might have to tell them. Like this might be, let's say you recently separated and got a divorce and you want to take your children and move across states or something, and you have to communicate that with him. It's like there's this like, you know where you want to go, but there's something about communication that's coming through. Like you're being a little bit like sneaky and secretive about it right now for your own protection, and just until you like you don't, it's like to not disrupt. You just, you know what I mean? Like you're still trying to narrow down your, what am I trying to say? It's like you know where you're going, but you don't want any energy that's not going to be supportive to impact it. And Father of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to get like your stability. You're trying to find your footing. And you don't want, anyways, you don't want any distraction, but there's something like you might have to say something to someone. And maybe you're not really sure, like, I think you think that their reaction might, it's gonna be, I'm just getting like angry, violent, hostile, irritated, just like not conducive. And it's like, I'm not even in that space. Like, I'm not even trying to deal with that. So it's like, do I even have, like, you might be questioning, like, gosh, is there a way that I can do this where I don't even have to tell this person? Or can I just, like, slip out and move in my own direction and just let the universe handle it? And it's like, I mean, I don't know. Your guides are saying, like, trust your intuition, say what you think, make a decision, use your words, like, and if you need to journal it or just spend time in your sacred space to go on an adventure, it's just like, do the things that feed you, that encourage you, that uplift you, that give you, that replenish you, that give you the courage to keep moving forward. And if in moving forward, a part of that means, you know, whatever that means for you, just do the things that's going to support this new direction. I heard, don't even worry about them. Don't even worry about them. Don't even worry about them. So, yeah, let me see. Is there anything else that I want to grab? I mean, I think this is it. Like, I use all three of my little guides. Should we get a song? I don't know if that feels... Let's just get it. Let's just end on a song. I don't know. Let's just try it. Okay, well, there we go. Okay. So, we're going to close out with this. When you are in the village, you are with your family, but your family may not be with you. I knew what I wanted. I went in and got it. Okay, I don't think I was supposed to get this, but we're going to leave it there. But this feels more appropriate. It goes, I knew what I want. So this song, I'm sorry, is A Bull's Tale by Jadena, and this is the intro. His uncle is just talking about, like, you know, it's like, when you're in the village, you're with your family, you're surrounded by your family, but understand that there are people that might be like envious or jealous or secretly wishing for your downfall or talking behind your back, gossiping, whatever, because you're moving in a direction and it's bringing you abundance. You're attracting the light, and you know, when you are the light, and in that light you are attracting, and in attracting sometimes you attract dark energies as well. And so it's just saying, like, be aware of who has your best intentions or not, and that might have to do with that Son of Pentacles energy. But the other one, this is more of the energy that I was picking on. This is like your energy, where it says, I knew what I wanted. I went in and got it. Did all the things that you said that I wouldn't. Did all the things that you said I wouldn't. I told you that I would never be forgotten, and all in spite of you. This is Alive by Sia. This is a really good song. So you might want to listen to this, because I'm just getting that there was a situation with the Son of Pentacles energy, and this may be how you feel towards that person. Like, that person might have been someone that was kind of condescending and held you down and held you back and was like not encouraging. They were pessimistic, like wanted to keep you stuck because that's how they felt more in their power, is like by forcing you to dim your light, then their tiny little flicker felt like a huge flame, but really it's like that's an ember. And now they see you like shining, like sunshine shining, and your energy towards that is like, I knew what I wanted. I went in and got it, did all the things that you said that I would, and I told you that I would never be forgotten, and all in spite of you. Congratulations, pile number one. That is beautiful. Way to prioritize yourself. There is nothing wrong with that, and I think that you have understood that and realized that now, and that is absolutely beautiful. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you, and good luck on your endeavors. That's wonderful. I would love to hear back from you. Let me know what you're up to, or what, if you're comfortable, where you're going, how that works out, what type of new creative ideas you have. That's awesome. I'm super inspired by this reading alone and by your energy. So congratulations, pile number one. Thank you so much. I hope that this reading has served you. If it has, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you think that this video will be beneficial for someone else, please feel free to share that with them. And if you are returning from a past video, I want to say thank you so much for coming back. And if this is your first time, I hope to see you in a future video. Bye, pile one. All right, pile number two. Thank you so much for being here with me. You have chose this oracle card, which I'll read again for you in a second, and this tiny little baby shell. It's so precious. That's what I heard. It's so precious. It's so like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, let me read this. I'm not trying to be condescending. If this is your energy, which I'll clarify in a moment, if this is your energy, I'm not trying to be condescending. It's just like, this is such cute energy. It's like innocent. It's so like, oh my gosh, I just want to love on you and protect you, and like, oh my gosh, look at my cute little shell, like that. That's how I feel about the shell. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on, the energy. Okay, so your card, you have feather. It says, be honest with yourself. There is somewhere in your life where you haven't been upfront. Interesting. Wow, okay, so you might be like really in your head about something. My head just started hurting all of a sudden, like, whew, it's like kind of pressurized too. And it's on my left side, which is the feminine side. So maybe this is about a feminine, or you might be a feminine. It's like, so one or the other. This could be the feminine within you. Just take it how it applies. This might be about a feminine. I'm getting like, and this feminine may be like super just, okay, I heard like pure, like super just gentle and innocent. This in their energy. It's like cute, like it's like you feel like you gotta like hold them and protect them, and like you want to show them off, like, look at my tiny little shell, it's so cute. And not to be condescending, but it's just like, oh my gosh, like I've never seen this cutest tiny little shell. It's like it's so intact, it's so cute, it's so pretty, it's so like, oh my gosh, I just need to care for it and like nurture it and love it and just be gentle with it. And like it's like, I think this is a feminine energy, that not your energy. I think this is how you are towards a feminine energy. And I can't tell, this may take it how it applies. I can't tell if this is a young feminine energy, like a child, or if this feminine energy is an adult, but they just have childlike, innocent, playful energy. And it's like, I'm getting that if it's the second, if it's the latter, it's like, that's rare for you. Like, you don't see many adult feminine energies that still have that like purity, that playfulness, that childlike curiosity and exploration. And it's like, you want to say, like, nurture that and protect that. And like, I heard have that. So I don't know if you're a person that maybe might be learning lessons of like possessiveness or not, but okay, so Spirit's telling me to speak on that a little bit more. So you might be going through a phase of like learning about non-attachment, where you can interact and engage and enjoy and receive and celebrate and give to, be reciprocal, exchange energies with whatever is present in the moment. And as long as you and that thing or that person is in alignment with each other, it's like you enjoy it, you take it, you set your plans, you go or whatever. But it's not like a possessiveness where this needs to be mine and no one can have it, and I don't want this person or this thing or whatever to branch out in this direction, because then there's a threat that it would leave me. And it's like this, you might be learning or have learned lessons of like non-attachment, abandonment, rejection, that type of thing. And that may be, okay, you have be honest with yourself. There is somewhere in your life where you haven't been upfront. So that might be the area that you haven't been upfront. And I'm getting like maybe about that towards this feminine energy. I'm just getting like you may have reacted from this space of what I just described. So you had to, okay, so it's like you're this, you, the royal you, meaning like whoever, you, the viewer, me, anybody. We identify a certain way. We look at life through a certain lens, and then the universe comes in and is like, well, you need to clean off your lens, or maybe adjust your prescription or whatever, look at yourself through a different light, whatever. And so the way that the universe does that is in the form of lessons. And those lessons are, depending on if we're resistant or not, those lessons can typically be pretty uncomfortable, pretty painful. So it's like you have this way of looking at people, relationships, things, whatever, and the universe brought this person in and quite possibly pull this person away to teach you this lesson of non-attachment, to show you where you might have had, to teach you lessons of being present in the moment and appreciating the moment of the thing that you're interacting with. Specifically, I'm just going to use the example of a person because that's what keeps coming through. So it's like being able to see the person in the moment and appreciate what that person offers in the moment, and then offering whatever you offer. It's like appreciating that moment in general, instead of, you might have been a person that like you kind of just decide what a person is. Like you strike me as a person that may have in the past like kind of categorized people, and you interacted with them in however you categorize them. And so you had to learn the lessons of, one, non-attachment, and then two, also like appreciating and understanding, being present in the moment, so you can see the value of the thing you're interacting with, or the situation, or the lesson that thing or that person. Okay, so I'm getting like Spirit saying that you are a person that has escaped lessons because you've been so disconnected. It's like there are people that were meant to come into your life to show you things about yourself, to help you grow and elevate. So I'm getting that you might be, you might have been a late bloomer in your maturity, no matter what your age is. And there's a lot coming through. So you might have been a late bloomer in your maturity when it comes to how you navigate your life and your perspectives and what you think about people. It's like, it was very immature in the, what I think is what I think, and that's what the truth is. It's like, okay, no, Spirit's telling me to slow down. It's very linear and limited and one track mind. And it's based on like what you know. So there was almost like this invalidation of other people's experiences if it did not fit with your perspective. And so in that, you may have been dismissive of these people. And by doing so, you missed out on the lessons of wisdom that these people or situations or whatever were meant to bring to you, to help you to mature and grow into your own power, into your own selfhood, into your own individuation, because you were so firm and so stringent in this way of being. And it's almost like, I know all. It reminds me of like a child that like you try to tell them, no, you can't eat that. That's not candy. It's a toy or something. And they're so adamant. They're like, yeah, throwing tantrums. Like, I can't eat it. It's food. It's a cookie. And you're like, and then the parent's like, it's plastic. You cannot eat it. It's literally not edible, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like maybe the child's trying to eat Play-Doh and you're like, this is not food. It's not meant to be eating. And then they throw a tantrum like, I am supposed to eat it. Like with respect, I'm not trying to be rude. This is what Spirit has given me. Like, you were the child. However you saw things, that's what you went with. And it was like, nobody can really change your mind, right? But then this person comes in, this delicate, like, dainty little thing. That's what the Spirit said. This delicate, dainty little thing comes in, and it's like they are an adult, and they are mature. They are wise. It's like the perfect balance of wisdom and childlike playfulness and innocence. There's maturity in their personhood and the way that they connect with people in the world, their perspectives. And there's also still this, like, curiosity of exploration, this, like, I'm getting, like, just juvenile, incandescent. What is that? That's what I just heard, and I have no idea what that means, and I'm recording on my phone, so I can't really look it up right now. But if you guys do look that up, can you let me know in the comments what that means, please? Incandescent, for anybody else that might. I would super appreciate that. If you don't want to, that's fine, but I would super appreciate if you did look that up and put that in the content. Incandescent. So I'm not sure. I can't speak too much about that because I don't know what that means, or even if that's a word. Like, I'm assuming that's a word, but that's what I heard. So gosh, I kind of lost my train of thought, but anyways, so what I'm getting is, like, when it comes to, like, how you might have interacted with this energy in the past versus now how you see them, it's like there's a disconnect maybe in this person's mind and the disconnect is coming because you have not been honest with them about this, like, wisdom, this about yourself, your truth, who you were, what you've come to learn and understand about yourself, and maybe even how this person has impacted you positively to help you grow, to help you to evolve, to help you to mature, to help you to step into your power. And it's like, so another thing that you might not be honest with yourself about, or even to this person, is, like, in recognizing that, now you're able to see the value of this person. Now you're like, oh my God, like, I love this thing. It's so cute. I just want to, like, love it and hold it. And it's like, it's so great. Like, it's like, it's like the energy of, I want this to be mine without the possession. It's like, I want to share with this. Like, I want to exclusively share with this person, and I want this person to exclusively share with me for as long as we decide that that's works for us. And I want to grow and learn and elevate. This is a healthy relationship. This is the journey of two independent people that come together and are able to depend on each other without being codependent. And they move together in the shared direction that they have of what they want their lives to be, or how they see their future, and they discuss it and they compromise. They say, yes, this is what we both want, or, I kind of want this, and they compromise. This is a healthy relationship. It's like, now you're seeing that person in this light. Oh man. Okay, let me pull some cards because I just heard it's too late. So I don't know if it's like too much space and time has passed with you not being upfront or truthful to this person, and I don't know. I heard it's too late. So, all right, let's see what that's about. 10 of Cups. I feel like you totally see this person. Son of Pentacles. Okay, let me, if it's meant to come out, it'll come out, but I want to shuffle that again because I didn't shuffle very well after the last one, and those cards came out for the last pile. And I just want to make sure that I'm not jipping you guys on a message here. So if it's meant to come out, it'll come out again. But, all right, so, all right, Spirit, it's too late. What is that about? Can you talk to me about that? I heard it's too late. Is this person, Son of Pentacles? Wow. Isn't that amazing? Did you guys not find that fascinating? Tell the truth. Like, Spirit is so on point. It's like, yeah, it blows my mind. I love it. Okay, the Fool. We're just going to take that. Okay, let's take all of these then and see what this is. Let me, I don't know. I feel like there might be distance between you guys. because the way that I feel, intuitive, like this, I feel like represents your energy, and this represents the other person's energy. And I feel like I need to like separate it like that and lay these cards out in the middle, I guess, to see what's going on like between you two. That would totally make sense. But so there might be distance between you guys, but these are a lot of cards. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Three of Swords. I'm just getting like, I'm not ready for these yet. I don't want to I feel like this is a message. Yeah, Two of Swords in reverse, stalemate. This is like, I heard impasse. It's like, all right, let me put these out here. Is this in frame, you guys? Don't you love how I ask you questions like you can respond and I can hear in real time? I can pick up on your energy. I can pick up on your energy. I heard secrets. So I'm just trying to figure out what that's about here. Moon card. I heard secrets. Okay, gosh, there's something that happened here. All right, so I'm getting that in the past that you might have okay. All right, let me I don't want to just like start flying off at the mouth. I want to like get the whole picture and then just kind of like summarize it, because otherwise this might be like a really, really long reading. But I'm just getting that there's a story here, and someone was defensive, and that may have been, if you are the feather, I'm getting that you're the feather energy, and I think that was you, that you were like kind of guarded. I heard wounded warrior, which you have the Nine of Wands here, which is the card of like, you've been through a whole lot, and so now you're just kind of like super protective and defensive and kind of super guarded, very heavily guarded, and maybe even unnecessarily. So it's like your energy and demeanor towards this other person who was this tiny little baby chick. It's that same like, oh my gosh, it's so adorable. That's so energy. You're like coming in hot with your horns like ready to, buck it. And it's like the bird's just like, tweet, tweet, tweet. Like, I just want to like follow you. You know how little chickens do. It's like, I just want to like follow you around and see what you're doing and be curious and like love on you and be play. It's like that innocent, curious energy. And I'm really, I think that this is hard for you to hear. I think that makes you upset in realizing, oh, okay. And that it's taking me back to this, like, be honest with yourself. There's somewhere in your life where you haven't been upfront. It's like you haven't acknowledged that to this person. And you have the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords here and the Moon card. So it's like there were some secrets that you kept from this person, and it's like now. You see how that has really hurt and damaged that person. And this person is the Mother of Cups energy, and you were supposed to be the Father of Cups. Like, you are the Father of Cups, but it's showing up in reverse. So it's like you were disconnected from this loving energy, and then you have the Chariot in reverse, so it couldn't move forward. Like, this was meant to be a divine relationship, a divine counterpart, a divine union, and it didn't move forward because of all of this that happened, because you were so stuck in your demeanor, like what I was describing in the beginning, this past energy of like, I know what I know, and that's that. It's like this defense, and that's how you approach this baby chick. It's a baby chick. Like, you are this deer. You could lift a hoof and put it down and smush it. So there was no need to bring this like heavily guarded defensive energy. Okay, I just heard it's like bringing an arsenal of weapons to a knife fight. Like, not even a gun, an arsenal of weapons. Like, you're ready to, okay, now I'm seeing a bazooka. It's like, that was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? And like, but even in that, it's like this other person, this shell, this feminine energy was still like, just kind of like like chirp chirp tweep. So like it's almost like a naivety, like this person didn't even, it's like they saw, I don't know how to describe this. It's like, you ever see, it's like this chick that's in an area, it's like, it reminds me of Dory. You know how Dory, if you've ever seen Finding Nemo, there's this scene that where Dory is swimming along and she's with Marlin, the male fish, and then they run into sharks. And Marlin knows, like, these are fucking sharks. They eat us. Like, we need to be out. And Dory's just like, oh, hello. It's like there's this recognition that's like, that's not the time to maybe like be so like uppy and cheery. That this is what the demeanor of, that's the typical societal response is like, that's not how you approach a shark. You know what I mean? Like, that's what everyone would say. And then Dory, or this fool energy, this baby chick, this shell, this feminine energy is just kind of like, well, why not? And it's like, there's that innocent, and it's almost like you didn't even know how to handle that. But it's new, and it was new to you. And so because it's new, it's like you didn't have any information. So you don't want to trust something that it's like, I've never experienced this before, and I don't know what it's capable of, and I don't know what its intentions are. So I'm not going to let down my guard because it looks like a nice, innocent chick. That might be a trick. You know what I mean? Like, you might have been a person that's been in situations where you're used to a lot of people like manipulating you and trying to pull, like, you had to be defensive because if you let your guard down, or if you like closed your eye for a second or turned your back, like somebody would stab you in it or hit you upside the head with something. This is metaphorical, maybe even actually like literal. You might have been in that type of physical environment. And so that's what you've learned in life. And because that, it's like, in situation, you know what you know, and in those situations it's like you have your way of moving through that. And then you have situations that are new, like this person, you're like, this is foreign, I don't know anything about this, I haven't collected any data on this type of energy, like I've never seen this, let's say, adult person with such innocent energy. It seems suspicious. What does this person want? Like, that's kind of your energy. And in that response, like, you may have been like overly defensive and protective towards this energy, but the energy kind of responded just like tweet, like what's going on, just like business as usual. That's what I heard, like, oh, just business as usual. Like, it's almost like there was this lack of awareness that it's not even that there was a lack of awareness, it's like this energy was aware, but it's like this other person sensed that it's like this isn't a real threat, meaning that the person saw that it was a defense. So where anybody else might be like, well, start to become enraged and explosive theirself and respond in that way where they're like, well, why are you so da-da-da? And then it becomes a back and forth. This energy, this feather energy, not the feather, the shell, this feminine energy didn't do that. It was just kind of like, well, so how's your day? It just is like, let's keep it moving, because I can see that I'm not interacting you within that level, because I see that that's a defense mechanism, and I'm not a person that you would need to be defensive toward, like with, like my intentions are good. This is the energy of this feminine. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I know that I'm a chick. I'm a baby chick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know that you are a deer and I'm a baby chick. So I would be kind of foolish to come at you and try to trick you or manipulate you or whatever. Like, I can't even fly. You can lift a hoof and stump on me. And it's like, this fool had that. I keep saying fool, and I'm not saying that, well, maybe that person, you might have made that person feel and look like a fool, because the fool is the card of, let me go back to what I was going to say though real quick before I go on to that. Like, this person, this full energy they were wise, and you didn't recognize that because you just saw them as a baby. You saw them as a baby chick. You saw this innocent energy, and you were so distracted by that it's like, this goes back to what I was saying in the beginning of not being present in the moment and being able to see who or what that person is, like, to the core, because you're too in your mind, you're too in your own perspective. And so there was this wisdom that this fool had that towards your demeanor. You're the Son of Pentacles, you're the deer. So this fool had towards you that was like, I can see that this is a defense mechanism, and I'm not going to it's like, I'm going to acknowledge that, but I'm not going to engage with you on that level, because I'm not coming at you and attacking you. So there's no need to be defensive. You know what I'm saying? And if I engage with you in that way, it's going to only solidify in your mind that there is a need to be defensive, and you're only going to amplify that and hype that up, and it's just going to be back. It's not going to be productive. So I'm getting that you learned that, you recognize that. And so through this journey to get from like start to where you are now, right? It's like you recognize this about yourself, about the situation, and there's this in your energy now, there's this understanding that you really hurt this person. And so along the journey, there was, okay, hold on a second. I'm getting that this was meant to be a divine union. And so, I kind of veered off. So it's like this was the lesson. That's how this started. That's how I started. Because, okay, so I was asking Spirit, because I heard it's too late. So I was asking Spirit because what we were talking about was, I have to like say it out loud to kind of remind myself. What we were talking about was, that like there are people, you're so in your mind or in your own lane that people come into your life to teach you lessons, and you've been able to skate away from these lessons, which is how you got to be where you are in life, but still have like an immaturity about how you interact with life. And this person was meant to be so much more. At this point, what I can say, what Spirit is saying is like this person was a lesson to teach you, to show you who you are. It wasn't meant to be so dark and heavy. You have the 4 of Cups in reverse, the 2 of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Swords in reverse, and the Moon card. Like there's just a lot of like heartbreak and betrayal, and it was like secret. It was underhanded is what I heard. And I'm getting that it was like on your part. And even now I'm looking at like, this is the evolution. Like this person, it's like in your eyes, they started off as the baby chick, and now you're seeing them as the swan, this beautiful, elegant, full-grown, wise swan, loving, nurturing, caring. And that's who they always were. This person may have had to go through their own journey of maturity, but it's not the same. It's 2 different lessons. So for this other person, their journey of maturity is about like, I heard flighty, like, I'm getting like in and out energy. It's like sticking. Oh God. Okay. I'm hearing fight or flight. This is just giving me the energy of like someone that is super independent and maybe has not been able to trust that anybody will show up or remain consistent or stay around. They also had to learn their own lessons of non-attachment as well. And also like abandonment issues and things like that. And so they've had to mature to understand that like, it's like there was a confusion of when to leave and when to stick it out. It's like it's like this person had an opposite. No, Spirit said, no, that's not right. It's like in moments where it might be common for you to say like, okay, this is not a big deal, let's just stick through it or whatever. Like this person might have pulled away and went into their self. And then in situations where it's like, this, we need to be done with this, like this person would then like kind of in this, like, I'm just seeing like the chick kind of just like hopping and like following this deer that's like walking away, that's like taking its hoof, like, what, get away, what are you doing? And the chick's just like, like, go, where are we going? You know what I mean? And it's like the deer is like, what are you doing? And the chick is just so like, I'm going with you. Like, what do you mean? What are you doing? And you're like, I thought we decided this was done. You know what I mean? And the chick's like, did we? Oh, I didn't think that at all. But anyways, so there's a journey of growth with in maturity with this shell person as well. So anyways, what I'm saying is, it's like this person matured into this Mother of Cups energy, and you've moved out of your defensives, but you're in your Father of Cups energy, but it's in reverse. So it's like deep down, you have a heart that's soft like everybody else. You are loving and embracive and warm and compassionate, and you have no problem connecting to emotion when it's upright, it's balanced. Like, that's the truth of who you are. But there's still something, a fear, I think, that's like keeping you in this Father of Cups reverse, which is like kind of a little bit afraid to really connect with and expose your emotions. And I think that has to do specifically with this person, maybe in general for some of you guys. Maybe this feels new, but with this person, like, it's bringing me back to, there is somewhere in your life where you haven't been upfront about. So it's like this loving feeling, you're not, it's like you just would rather kind of like pretend like it doesn't exist so that you don't have to speak up to it. You might be a person that finds it difficult to apologize or be accountable for yourself, and I'm not saying that to judge you. That's just to say, like, you might have had situations where if you did that in the past, someone used that as a means to be manipulative or assign you the term of weakness or whatever, take advantage of you or bully you or whatever the situation is. Like, so it may be difficult for you, not that you don't think through what is said or think through your responsibility. It's just like to vocalize, like, yeah, I'm sorry, I messed up, I was in the wrong, I did this. Like, I'm getting that's difficult for you. And in that, there's somewhere in your life where you haven't been upfront with this person, and that's what's keeping this, that is what is and what has been keeping this from moving forward. You have the Chariot in reverse, which you're probably, I don't know what that means. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, you have the Chariot in reverse. So that's what's keeping this from moving forward, because it's like, until you are upright, it's not a vibrational match. You are disconnected from the truth of who you are, while this person is completely in alignment and with their authenticity. You are not. It's not a vibrational match. It's just going to keep missing, and because of that, this cannot move forward. And that's the distance. And okay, so Spirit's saying, like, that's divine. That is divinely orchestrated. There will be no coming together until you can connect with the truth of who you are and connect with your emotional self as well. And I'm getting, like, without judgment, Spirit said, like, have compassion for yourself. It's emotions. Everybody has them. So yes, that is what I have. Okay, so let's see what type of advice Spirit has for you with this Moonology card. I really like it. I think that this deck is so beautiful. Do you guys like this? I want to show you this card again. So this feather is standing out to me. So birds might be significant to you or your person. I want to say they might be significant to you. Maybe you connect birds with your person, because I'm just like, you have the feather here, your person. I say your person, I'm talking about this feminine, the shell energy. So that's just my term. If you don't relate with that, that's cool. Don't, just throw it away. It's cool. But the person that we're talking about in this situation, the other person, you might relate them to birds of some sort, because you have the feather card here. They're represented as a baby chick here, and then as the Mother of Cups down here. And maybe you might start, like, associating yourself. Maybe you might have started paying attention to birds more or something, because down here in the evolution, you, like, are the swan. And I'm just, it's like, I'm just noticing, this is divine counterpart. You have the black background, which is the feminine energy, and a white swan. Then you have the white background with the black swan, and it's like, it's giving me yin and yang. This is like divine counterparts. If you recognize soulmates, it's like it's opposites. It's like the opposites that complete each other, except there's the understanding that it's like you guys are complete within yourself, but it's like the perfect fit. It's like where you guys are, it's like where you might have weakness, that other person has strength, and vice versa. But then there are also things that you guys share that's compatible, that's the same. Like, it could be like maybe your way of thinking or your way of whatever. It's just, it's like it fits. It's like in the areas where it doesn't seem like it would make sense or where it would fit, it does. And this is not a thing that other people are going to understand. It's not even a thing that maybe even you guys can articulate yourselves. It's felt, it's energetic. It's like a soul. This is like a soul connection, a soulmate, a divine counterpart. it's like the way that you see things versus the way that the other person sees things. It helps you guys. This is meant to help you guys grow, each of you, in ways that you won't be able to grow on your own, or it would be much more challenging to grow on your own. It's expansive. It's like, it's just something about the color red is standing out. So I don't know, something about the color red is standing out. Do you, maybe for your person, you might like your person in red, or red, you might, if they wear red lipstick, if they're a woman, you might really like that. Don't let your past hold you back. Exactly. It's like the past that I was describing, the way that you handled things in the past, this defense, that's what you're not being truthful about, but that's also what's holding you back, because you're not being open or truthful about it with yourself and with the other person. And that's why this came out in reverse, and you came out in reverse, like connecting with that. I don't know that, why aren't you? Is it because there's like a fear? Is it because there's a fear of response? Like, why is that? What do you suggest about that, Spirit? Why aren't you speaking up on it? Why aren't you telling this person about like your past or whatever it is that needs to be said? You have 4 of Swords in reverse. It's like you're overthinking it. You're supposed to be just kind of like, I'm getting like where you should be meditating and just kind of allowing the wisdom to come to you and ask for guidance and like look at the signs and stuff, instead of you being in that space of receptivity to rest and allow this information, this wisdom to come to you of how to connect, how to be honest, how to work through it. Instead of you being in that space, it's like you're in the space of, I'm just getting someone like, I gotta figure it out. It's like overdrive, overactive mental energy, and it's pulling you further away from the solution that you want. Rest your mind, relax. Just don't overthink it. All right, let's see what type of what you can do to help you in this situation to connect with your true loving Father of Cups energy. Be more sensual. Yes, like connect to the senses. Maybe like be honest. Exactly. Connect to the senses. Food, touch. I'm getting like touch, coziness, cozy blankets. I'm getting a lot of like affectionate energy too. Like cuddles, hugs, just loving energy. And senses is more than that. It's about like what we smell in here and, you know, your senses, your 5 senses and stuff like that. I'm also even getting like the 6th sense, the spiritual sense, your crown chakra, 3rd eye chakra, stuff like that. So it's like connect to that. So also maybe like connect to your intuition. That's what I'm getting with sensual as well. Eat more fruits and vegetables, which will help you connect to your intuition. Show compassion. Let go of fear. I mean, come on. Can this be more clear? Make a decision over the 2 of Swords. Exactly. It's like write your intention. Talk to someone. Try a different perspective. That's what I'm getting that you've been working on, like seeing things through a different perspective. Show some empathy. Be reciprocal. Use your words. Follow your heart. I'm getting this for like this energy, for the other energy. Like this is the suggestion for them. So maybe, for them to spend time in their sacred, safe space to show empathy, because this is not an easy thing. As the deer energy, this is not an easy thing to, it's difficult to show our truth and be vulnerable with people. So, but I'm getting like, this is, I think that this is how the person would respond. Honestly, I feel like this is spirit reassuring you, like this is what you would have to look forward to if you let go of fear and made the decision to speak to this person in honesty and connect with them in a real, true, authentic, vulnerable way. Is that you can expect that person, it's going to be a safe, sacred space. Their energy is what I'm getting, but also maybe like in the environment, you can do it in a place that's comfortable and safe for both of you guys, but their energy, it's sacred. It's sacred what you guys have, that they will show empathy to you and they will be reciprocal. So where you are honest and open and vulnerable, whatever questions you may have, they'll be open to, or they'll just share freely. Like, they'll communicate, use words, and it will come from a genuine, pure place from their heart. All you got to do is just, I'm like, all you got to do, and you have all this stuff, but seriously, all you have to do is just take a breath, be compassionate with yourself, connect with your senses, be honest at the top of this, be honest in all that you do, be honest. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. What an interesting reading. How beautiful that you have grown the way that you have. I am super proud of you, and I hope that you're proud of yourself. And I want to encourage you to take this step when you feel comfortable, when you feel ready, because this will be, no matter, and try to disconnect. Remember about non-attachment. Try to disconnect emotionally to the outcome. You know, just be in the moment, be present. I think that's really going to help you, and I hope that it works. Feel free to let me know down in the comments how this works out, if you're comfortable, or if this resonated, if this did serve. I would appreciate it if you did like, comment, and subscribe. I want to thank you so much for being here. If you think that this will be beneficial for somebody else, please feel free to share this on to them. If you are returning from a past video, I want to say thank you so much for coming back. And if this is your first time here, I hope to see you in a future video. Thank you, pile 2. Bye. Pile 3. It is so amazing how channeling works. I like when I'm channeling and I'm reading these, you know, when I'm giving these messages to you, it's like anything that I feel, unless it's related to the reading, it goes away. So after I just wrapped up, it's like if I'm hungry, for example, I don't feel that when I channel. And then as soon as I'm done, like, boom, instantly hungry. Same with, like, if I have to use the bathroom, I don't feel it while I'm reading for you guys. And then as soon as I'm done, it's like my bladder suddenly needs to, like, explode. But I want to go ahead and get this done for you guys so I can get this uploaded, because truthfully, I probably will take a bit of a break over the holidays, so I might not do another reading until the new year. I didn't say that in any other pile, but I don't know. I guess I'll post that, make that announcement. Anyways, pile 3, how you guys doing? I feel like, are we friends? Because I feel like I'm just like, so what's up? How's it going? How's life? Like, this is what I have planned. This is what I have going on. Oh my gosh, this is my experience. So I feel like, so like, we're friends, right? Oh my God. Okay. Well, I love your energy already. I feel like, do I even need anything with this pile? That's how it's been, honestly, like lately in these piles. But I feel like, do I even need anything? Because it just feels like a catch-up session, like a session of conversation and like an energy exchange session. Listen to me, reading or whatever. I don't know. Like, we're just hanging out. It's like, you want to grab some food? You want to grab some brunch? That's how I feel. That's how I feel tapping, like connecting to your energy like this. It's like, it feels like, oh my gosh, it's a beautiful day. Let's go sit outside and grab some lunch, wear our sunglasses, chat. You know, that's what I'm literally seeing. It's like warm, the sun is up and it's warm. It's like sweater weather, but it's like warm enough that it's not, you know, freezing. And we're just like hanging out, chilling. Maybe drinking a hot coffee, having some brunch, chicken and waffles. What kind of brunch do you guys like? All right. Let me focus. Like, this is your reading, pile 3. Hi. Thank you for coming here. I hope that you were just coming to chat, because that's what you're getting. I'm just kidding. All right, let's start by reading your card. Flower of Life. Connect to the energetic world of our soul. Yes! Where compassion and unconditional love reside. Exactly. It's like connecting energetically. We are friends. I mean, I know this already. We're obviously friends. And there's this one person in particular that I know that you picked this pile. You know who you are. I tell you all the time. I don't want to like put your business out there, but I tell you all the time, like, well, not all the time. I've told you in the past, though, when I've picked up on your energy in the reading. I know you know who you are. So if you are picking up on this, comment down below. We're friends now, by the way. So, hey, girl. All right. This is really good energy. I'm vibing. I love this. I don't even know what the topic is. It's so free flow, natural, uplifting, upbeat. Just like, so what do you have going on? how's this going? How are the kids? Like, what are you celebrating the holidays? Like, you know, if you celebrate Christmas, like, what's Santa bringing for the kids, you know, or what's Santa getting you for Christmas? It feels so, like, joyful, feels so good. It's so just, embracive. It's so, like, it's unconditional. It's unconditional love and compassion. It's just like, so this is such great energy. All right, I'm repeating myself at this point, so let's see what your message is, because this is beautiful. I feel like this might be healing. Somebody's been working on some healing, doing their rest. That's awesome. This feels really good energy. This feels like rejuvenated, like you have been in a period of healing. Maybe you're coming out of it because it's in reverse. Yes, death card. Like, hello, come on. This is a new beginning. You're rested now. This is a new beginning. Like, that's the energy. That is the energy that you're in. Holy mackerel. Is that a fish? Is a mackerel a fish? Do you ever say sayings that have just become so common and then, like, wonder, like, where the heck did that even come from? What does that even mean? I'm that person, and I legit looked them up. So, like, you know, oh gosh, now I can't even think about it, but there's this one, something about, like, the threshold of a door, like, is it when you get married, or is it good luck? Something, I can't remember specifically now, but something about the threshold of a door. There's, like, this old, I heard adage. I thought it was Four Swords again. There's this old, like, adage or something. I don't know. That's what I heard. But anyways, I'm getting kind of sidetracked. Something about, like, sweeping the threshold, and I looked that up and what that was from. Like, where did that come from? And sometimes the like correlations between what we say and, like, the history of it, it's like, golly, that's morbid. So, like, ring around the rosy, for example. Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Did you guys know that's about the bubonic plague? I'm pretty sure it's bubonic plague. It's about some major illness back in the day. They would show up, it would be like rose colored patches, and they would have a ring around it. That's the ring around the rosy. And like, back in the day, you know, that there was, like, herbal medicine. It was said that if you kept posies in your pocket, that would help to heal or keep the illness away. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. And then it didn't work. So it was like mass death. And in that, like, they had to have mass graves, and they dispose of the body by, like, oh gosh, trigger warning, by, like, burning it. So that's the ashes, I believe. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. No. That's after the fact. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. I think they would put ashes, like, on their forehead or something to try to, I think it has to do with, like, the posies and the ashes or something. Like, they would put ashes, like, across, maybe on their forehead or something. Now I got to look that up again. I don't know why that message is coming through, but that's a message. And then we all fall down. They inevitably, unfortunately, lost their life because keeping pockets in your posy, keeping posies in your pockets was not, it just, okay, so hold on, that's a message that's coming through. It's like something about unrealistic expectations or doing something. Okay, what is this? Okay, you have the Seven of Swords here and the Eight of Wands. This is like, this energy is taking a change. This is like, I'm getting kind of like, so what I was getting from that analogy was kind of like unrealistic expectations or a disbelief, specifically with, like, maybe magic, witchcraft, that type of thing. Wondering if, like, that stuff really works, and then kind of feeling like it's like you want to believe or you want to try or you're curious about it, but then you're also like, that doesn't work. There's, like, a doubt. Okay, what does that have to do with? All right, so let's see what you have here. You have the Seven of Swords. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's another row. Like, two more cards want to come out or something. You have the Seven of Swords. Did you guys see how that one came flying out? Can you guys see? Is this in frame? Oops. Okay, yeah, we're in frame. All right. Let's see what we have here. I feel like there's more cards. Like it needs to be 3. Nope, Spirit said no. Something's missing then. Let me get it. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? More cards? Oh. Yeah, see, I knew it. Is there one more? I feel like that one at the... There we go. All right, what is this situation that we have here? What do you have going on, homie? My friend, what is it? This feels like, I don't know, this feels a little bit different of the energy. I'm not looking at the cards yet. I know that like my hands are all over them. I'm not looking at the cards yet. I'm honestly looking at the energy. This feels a little bit different. This feels like a little more serious. Like, okay, we gotta have a talk. Like, everything's all good. You know what I mean? And it's like, we're catching up, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about some things. Like, what's up? What is it? It doesn't necessarily, it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel as like, it feels like it's like, okay, we gotta talk about some things. Let's be real. Tell me, well, like, what's the situation? All right, I'm gonna help you, like, navigate and get, like, it's like, I'm gonna help. It's like, tell me the situation. All right, cool. I'm gonna give you my advice, and AKA consult the cards, say what Spirit says. And it's like, there's this feeling that it's like, it's not going to be like the best or the easiest, or maybe you're not quite ready to hear it. I don't know. It's like, I think that you're more comfortable in like upbeat energy, in more like fun, lighthearted, like positive, celebratory, encouraging type energy. And, yes, this is what comes out. I never miss a beat. I'm lightning on my feet, and that's what they don't see. I'm dancing on my own. I make the moves up as I go, and that's what they don't know. It's like that energy of shake it off. I just want to shake it off. I shake it off. It's like that. Like, you don't want to be in any type of energy that's heavy or like thought-provoking or reflective, or that requires like change. It's like you're over, you know what I'm saying? You just want to keep it light and fun and playful. That's your energy. And so I don't know if there is actually, I'll go through it, but like, I don't know if there's actually another all right, let's see what's in these cards real quick. It's like, you don't want to necessarily like see. All right, so what about it? Let's see what we have here. All right, you have the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, a Magician in reverse. Okay, so yeah, there's this feel. It's like I was saying in the beginning about like, there's this like doubt, or like magic, for example. It's like you want to, or manifestation, however you see it. It's like you want to believe, you want to do it, you want to experience it, you want it to be real, but then also it's like, there's doubt. It's like the Magician in reverse. So like, maybe you've been trying to manifest and you're not able to manifest, and it's almost like the situation of like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? It's like, it's like, do I not, what am I trying to say? It's like, I'm not able to manifest because I don't believe, or is it the opposite, where it's like, because I don't believe, I'm not able to manifest? Well, it's just saying the same thing, but do you get what I mean? It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? And it's like that. It's like, I want to believe, but I don't know. I haven't really seen the results. And because you haven't seen the results, like, you can't believe. And it just keeps like feeding each other, like in a circle. Do you get what I'm saying? And, it's like, okay, so hold on. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just trying to get this energy, because it doesn't feel super serious. Like, I guess it's because there's a reason that you came to my page, to this reading, that we are friends. We're friends. I know we are. There's a reason why you came, even if it's just on an energetic level. But there's a reason for that. Because for one, I can relate to you, but also I'm a person that does this. I'm a person that manifests. I'm a person that practices magic. I'm a person that speaks to spirits. You know what I mean? I'm a person that reads tarot, that reads energy, that's able to channel. Like, if that is real, then I just feel like, yes, sometimes we, in our logical brain is so limited. It's like, you know, this tiny card compared to like the size of this board or something. It's like our logical mind is so limited. So unless we have proof, like, I don't know how to describe it. Unless there's like some sort of scientific backing or proof or whatever, our logical mind is going to convince us that it's not true. If it doesn't make sense, if it's not logical, it's not true. But that's not how the spirit realm works. That's not how intuition works. Oftentimes you cannot assign logic to it. Like me being able to channel these messages for you, how can you logically explain that? You can't. And so, yes, I've gone through phases where I'm like, I just don't feel like I can manifest. But that's why in witchcraft, you don't just practice magic like frivolously all the time. You have to be in the right like energy to be able to practice magic. Well, you don't have to, but I mean, that's how I practice it, because I know that can skew the results of the magic, and I'm just not trying to. I'm not here for that. So I know you're probably like, gosh, get to the point, you're all over the place. Yes, I am. So I'm sorry. Let me focus back in. Why? I don't know why that is. I feel like, is that your energy? It's kind of like bouncy, kind of all over the place. Like, anyways, let me get back to what I was saying. So there's this feeling that it's like you want to believe and you maybe want to try like magic or manifesting or whatever, like these different areas of achieving. It's like you want to connect more with like this effortlessness, this ease of attraction in whatever way that is. And, you know, lately like magic and spirituality and stuff like that has become so trendy. And so it's easy to follow the trend. And for you, you don't have experience in that, in like magic, or even really like effortless manifestation. And so you're having a hard, it's like you can't believe, because you strike me as a person that's like, I need to see the results first. And it's like, well, you are definitely approaching it from the exit, because that's not how it works. Do you get what I'm saying when I say you're approaching it from the exit? Like, instead of going in this way and following the flow, you're like coming the opposite direction with that mindset of like, I need to see how it works first. It's like so that alone is challenging the validity of magic. That alone is challenging the universe and its ability to show up, to provide, to co-create with you, to bring you. That alone challenges the very essence of energy and how it works, the law of attraction, that type of thing, because it's like, it's the opposite. Like, you have to know it, you have to believe it in your own being first, whether you're talking it, then it doesn't matter how you, like, in what terms you relate to it. It's magic, it's law of attraction, it's manifestation, it's embodying that in your energetic field, so much so that if your logic tries to tell you it's not real, you know in your energy it is. And so you can push that to the wayside and keep going forward with that energy of, this is going to come to me because I know it. And then it comes to you, and like that's the validation that you need. That's the proof, that's the evidence. And then now you're really in that, because it's like, once you can do it once, especially like a bigger thing, manifesting a bigger thing, it's like, once you can do it once, then it's like, now I'm a believer. And I feel like you're like teetering that, you're right on the edge. But the thing about that is like, you going back to this whole energy of like this lightheartedness, it's like you're not being honest with yourself about, well, okay, how can let me be clear about it. It's like your energy is more, okay, again, I said before in the past, it's like you have this energy of like wanting to keep things light and fun and like positive, and like, yet, okay, it's kind of giving me toxic positivity, where it's like, it's legit to be, it's human to have emotional responses to situations that we have hope or expectations and it doesn't work out. So to respond in a way that's like, oh no, everything's fine, it's all great, when shit is not fine and it's not all great, is not realistic. And that type of approach is disconnecting you from your magic, from your own power, and it's keeping you from being able to manifest. There's a need for, this Judgment card is standing out to me. It's like balance. My battery might die, you guys, so I'm gonna try to like wrap this up pretty quickly. There's a need to like, it's like, oh gosh, this is okay. There's a need to like explore, to expand your horizons, to try, to step outside of the box. There may be a fear of judgment. You might have a fear of judgment. Like, if I try this magic, or if I try this witchcraft, or if I try doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, that's this non-conventional, like, will I be judged? I don't know. Have you ever, like, who cares, first of all? But also, did you follow along the trend of law of attraction? When everyone said you got to write down your goals and set a plan and carry that out, and you did that when that was the trend, like, did you care if anybody judged you then? Do you know what I'm saying? When everybody was buying whatever type of, I don't know, like, vehicle or clothing or shoe, and you did that, did you care if anybody judged you then? So why care if anybody judges you now? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you want to do it. I mean, how else are you going to know whether or not you believe something is true if you don't embrace it and try it wholeheartedly? Now, what I do want to do is throw a disclaimer and a caveat out there. I don't suggest that anybody just jump into magic and start doing shit without knowing what the hell they're doing. That is dangerous as hell. And, you know, you can invite in all kinds of karma and energies and stuff like that. So absolutely, like, do your research, connect with someone who is an experienced magic practitioner and can guide you, or, you know, do your own research and stuff like that. Definitely don't just jump into it all willy-nilly. Like, I just saw like an explosion, like, in my third eye. It's like, who knows what can come. And that doesn't mean literal explosion. Like, it could be an energetic explosion. It can create like backlash, just disruption in relationships. That it just can create crazy stuff. That's a side note. But so yeah, I don't know. There's just a message of like, do it. Find the balance. Go find the proper channels, the proper ways. Do the research first. So it's like, with magic, what do you want to accomplish? Pick one thing. Try something small. What type of magic? What do you want to what magic do you want to work? What do you want to attract? What do you want to bring to you? What is it that you want? Find one thing. Do something small. Maybe you want to, and then in that, and figuring out what it is that you want, then figure out how you want to get to it. What do you think you would connect with? Do you want to do like herbal magic, where you're like earth magic, where you're using herbs? Do you want to, well, I mean, I use it with anything, but do you want to do like candle magic, where you're working with candles? Or do you want to do like earth magic, where you're like, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to do spells? How do you want to do that magic? And then research that lane. See what feels right to you, what feels good. Connect with your intuition. Meditate on it. Don't rush it. Take your time. Ask the questions. And then once you figure out what you think you want to try, go down that path and look into that some more. And then try it. Start with something small. You know what I mean? Make sure that you have, like, what all do you need? What is it required to do magic? What tools do you need? How can you ensure that you're working magic for the highest good and not causing harm to any? That is super crucial and important. You absolutely want to make sure, because that karma can come back to you. If you're doing magic it's okay to do magic like to defend yourself. If someone is doing magic against you, or if there's an energetic or psychic attack, it's okay to do magic to defend yourself. But if you are offending someone, if you are initiating a magical attack on someone or something, the repercussions of that, I mean, I can't imagine that you would want that. It's not good. It's not good on an energetic level, a karmic level, spiritual level, and even in the physical world. So definitely, like, know what you're doing and do magic so that it's not causing harm to anybody. But like, research it. Start there. And if you're nervous about it, it's like, it keeps bringing me back to like this lightheartedness. Like, it's okay to say like, I'm nervous, or I don't really know what to expect, or I don't know what to do, or like, be real about it. Don't just like, oh yeah, okay, this is so exciting, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, absolutely, I love it. Like, if you're like, yeah, I'm curious, but I'm scared as hell, because what I've learned about magic over the years through the churches, through society, is that it's evil, and people got beheaded and stoned and burned at the stakes and and it's like, I've been told this and this and this, and like, that's real. Be real about that. And then in being vocal and real about that opens the door for truth to come in, for enlightenment to come in, for a door for research and things like that. And whether that truth confirms what you believe or not, it opens the door. Do you know what I'm saying? So that if you want to move forward, and if you do, how you want to move forward in a way that is safe for yourself and for all involved, and in a way that, again, is not harming anyone. So yeah, all right, let's see what type of advice cards you have. How interesting. Wow, so you're interested in magic, huh? Oh, that's fun. Well, I love that. What do you need to release? What do you need to release? Yeah, it's like that. This is reminding me of like, it's that toxic positivity where it's like, what do you need to release? Meaning like, what fears? Okay, so how I was saying, like maybe what you might have learned about magic or witchcraft or whatever, it could have been fear-based. So like, what fear do you need to release? Or what is it that you're like not being open or truthful or honest to? Not honest. It's like, what are you I just keep getting this image of someone like, oh yeah, everything's all fine, but deep down they're uncomfortable and they have questions, and it's like they don't want to speak up about it for whatever reason. It's like, release that need to pretend like everything is okay and not speak up or ask the questions. Like, ask the questions, speak up. You know what I'm saying? Like, how else are you going to learn? When you're in class learning about math, if a teacher says something that you don't understand or that you don't agree with, we speak up and ask the questions, right? It's the same thing. It's like with anything new that you learn. Your dreams need a practical plan. So yeah, this is bringing me back to like, don't just jump into witchcraft willy-nilly without like having an idea or a sense of direction of where you want to go and what it means, what it entails, what it requires, like when to do it. Before I started practicing magic, I did hardcore research about, and I still, even now to this day, with practicing magic, I like have a lane that I'm comfortable in, and I'm continuing to research and learn. And then as I learn more and I'm like, okay, I think that I feel more comfortable trying this thing, I'll do that. And that's what I do. And even if you want to start off by like, if you know a magical practitioner, like myself, for example, I work candle magic. So let's say you want to do some candle magic and you are comfortable with my stories or my magic or whatever, you can start off by like, I will create a custom candle for your intentions, whatever it is. And then you light it whenever you add your intentions to it, whatever. And then once that manifests, then that will be something for you to say like, okay, this does work. And then you can start to move forward in your own journey to being a magical practitioner. Okay, so dance it out, move your body, connect with yourself. That's definitely a thing that's super common when it comes to witchcraft. Prioritize yourself, follow your heart. Prioritize yourself, I'm getting like this fear of judgment. Prioritize yourself and follow your heart, like this fear of judgment. Wisdom, not logic, intelligence. That's exactly what I said in the beginning, where it's like this spiritual realm is not always succinct with logic. But yeah, this is like the fear of judgment. Like, let go of that. Prioritize yourself and what you want. Show some empathy. Be curious. Ask questions. Exactly. It's all right. And don't judge yourself for the fact that you have questions. It's okay. Witchcraft for freaking ever has been so underground, so hidden as a protection mechanism. So yeah, this is not just open knowledge. Now, modern day, present day, it's a little more like common and open, but it hasn't been in the past. So there's so much information that's been kept secret and sacred. So it would make sense that you would have questions. There needs to be no judgment. Master your desires, lower natures. This is just getting me that like maybe there might be some chakra blockages, or overactive chakras, your lower chakras, your root chakra, your sense of stability, your sense of creativity, that type of thing that's blocked, that's keeping you from being able to manifest. Be of service to the divine. Yes, connect with the divine spirit. Connect with your spiritual gifts. Ask the divine. How can you co-create? You know what I mean? And that even, I'm getting like, you can be of service to the divine to yourself too, like without guilt. What am I trying to explain? Like working magic. What I'm doing, reading tarot, working magic for people, like that is of service to the divine. This is how I'm able to connect with the divine. The divine pours into me, and then I share that outward, whether that's through wisdom, through tarot, through meditation, and whatever posts I might have, magic, whatever it is, encouragement, whatever. I can do that for myself also. I can work magic for myself. I can pull tarot for myself. I can channel messages for myself. So I'm getting that, like, don't be afraid to do that for yourself too, to get comfortable with interacting and co-creating with the divine. Assert yourself and write it down. This is bringing me to like intention, writing petitions to the universe, setting intentions and asking for what you want through written and being clear. Like, this is what I want. This is what I want to manifest. I'm getting like a fear of, so the root chakra, a blockage in the root chakra, like this sense of like, am I deserving? Can I do this? Am I asking for too much? Like that type of stuff. No, girl, talk to the divine. Heal that chakra. And no, guy, sorry. I was thinking of my friend that I mentioned in the beginning. That's why I said girl. But whoever you are, it doesn't matter. Connect to that root chakra. Heal that. Know that you absolutely are capable of asking for your needs to be met, for asking for what you want, and it will be provided for you. You just have to believe. So you just have to believe. All right, pile 3, that is your reading. I seriously hope this served, because this has excited me. This was great, and I love tapping into your energy. If it has, please like, comment, and subscribe. I so sincerely appreciate you helping my channel to grow. If you think this will be beneficial for someone else, please feel free to pass this along to them. If you are returning from a past video, I want to say thank you so much for coming back. And if this is your first time, I want to say I hope to see you in a future video. Thank you, pile 3. Bye.